I'm always interested in films that are about extreme subject matters. You know, I also, my theme of basically most of the films that I make is love in all different forms. So I'm interested in people when they're yearning for love, when they're losing love, and the loss of a child is the most terrifying place for me to go, and that's where I tend to go creatively, is places that terrify me. It's 8 months after they've lost their child, their 6-year-old boy, and it's dealing with, how do you live? How do you continue living when you've been given this blow that sort of, I think, takes away your desire to live? And it's about marriage, and it's about family, and then it's about survival and hope. Ultimately, it's I think that's what's very beautiful about the story, is its delicacy and the way in which the dialogue is so sharp, but at the same time you're incredibly aware of everybody's pain, and it's almost like a minefield. You're walking through a minefield, but through it shines moments of the future and the reason we all are together. And I think a lot of times we fuse through pain as people. Aaron Eckhart was always our choice to play Howie. I mean, he was the #1 choice. And when he read the script and we heard that he liked it, we were, oh my God, maybe he'll say yes. And I called him, which I'm not great on the phone. I'm quite shy as a person, and I'm not someone that can sell something to someone. So I was like, is it a good idea if I call him? But I met him a few times, and I just wanted to let him know that he would be so appreciated, and that I felt he would be an amazing man to play opposite, and wonderful, wonderful husband on screen. So he said yes. I've worked with Diane before. She's one of the great actresses that we have, and to get her to play this role, I think the thing for her is she gets to deliver probably the finest speech in the film, the soliloquy about how do you live with grief, with loss. How do you do it? How do you actually do it? And it's where my character's asking my mother, how does it ever get any better than this? And she's just sublime in her response, and I think that probably, you know, I could see Diane saying it, and it was beautiful that she could see herself saying it. So we were very lucky to get this cast. John believed in it. I spoke to him on the phone. He also has things in his personal life, which I'm sure he's talked about, which put him in a place of knowing this material and knowing these emotions. He's a raw man. He's very open, and that's a great thing for an actor, to work with a director that's incredibly open. He's also an actor, so he understands what it takes to give a performance. And as much as he's open, he's also got some restraint, if that makes sense, which this film needed to have a lid kept on a lot of its emotions, because the subject matter is so ripe and raw anyway. And to have a director that would have manipulated that wouldn't have been good. He was very much about keeping it in check so that it wasn't histrionic. Like this, where you have to dress people so that there is no attention on any wardrobe, on any item of clothing, where it all just becomes something that doesn't draw the eye. That's very hard. That's the hardest thing. And for someone like me, she's always like, you know, you're 5'10" and we've got to make you look suburban. And I'm always like, but I do. And she's like, no, you don't. So she's great for that. I think they can expect to laugh. I think they can expect to be moved, And I think that they can expect to, I would hope, glimpse a period of time in a couple's life who they feel they love and know. And that is it's a little voyeuristic. And but because of that, I think we realize we're not alone, and hopefully that takes away some fear of the worst things that could happen to us. You can survive. And I hope that's what this film says.